Hold on a sec. I don't care about. No, go away, Discord. Wait, give me a sec. I just because all the promotion stuff I do that all by hand. So I copy the links. Stop it. I copy the links. I um I then put them all in the first Discord post, and I copy the whole message and then paste it in every place I can, including Twitter and Blue Sky. All right, there we go. Yeah, good afternoon, Shonen Rado. I see what you did there. Welcome, Flash. And a good morning to you. Which is it's morning over there? Actually, no, I guess it would be. Right, so hit new game. I have 100% of this game as well. Probably more so than the first one, because this is the one I love the most. So, yes. So, little history. This is the game I started with. Oh, it's 4 p.m. for you. Okay. So yeah, this is the game I started with. I played this back when the PS2 came out on a demo disc. Never finished it because I did not know. Because when you're a little kid, you don't try things out. You have no idea that hey, once you inflate an enemy, you can use them for a double jump. So needless to say, I never finished the demo. Also, the game doesn't tell you that either. And then it just kind of stopped there. The name left my mind. I would forget about this game entirely until my brother would bring it up again. Because my brother had this habit of finding games that me and him played were like when we were younger that we didn't remember the name of. Because we had a bunch of demo discs back in the day. Also, when I said you know, Klonoa Klonoa should be in Sonic Racing Crossroads. This is the version of Klonoa I meant. So this one right here. With because he's also got a hoverboard as well. So there's his extreme gear right there as well. He already fits. So did you have that experience with Sonic Advance 2 and Sonic? No, I didn't. Matter of fact, I still haven't played Sonic Rush 2, Sonic Advance 2. When it came to Sonic Rush, I had family members who had the game, so at least I experienced Sonic Rush originally. But never touched Rush Adventure until I would buy it. So another Sonic fan game. That's crazy. Who is the fan who made this OC and game? Bandai Namco. You probably haven't heard of them. You know, small company. You know, they made some game with this yellow round thing that eats things. Like you know, no big deal. Also, I don't know why there isn't an auto thing, scroll thing like the last game. Why did it take until Rush Adventure to get us a tutorial for the trick? I feel like at that point you should have known how the trick system works, considering it was pretty much the same from Rush. I don't think there was much changes there. I don't remember. Because I kind of just hopped into it and just played it completely fine. I don't think you can name yourself that as a username. So really, is the creator of this So who really is the creator of this ROM hack? We don't. I don't know. I don't know who made this. Read it out. Put accident at the end of rush. If there's one thing, if there's one thing I will say, old games are horrible at explaining things. You just kind of have to know how to do it, you know, or read the manual. And if you're someone like me, you didn't really read the manual. like for instance, I love the first Jak and Daxter, but tell someone how to punch, tell someone how to spin kick, tell someone how to jump spin kick, they're not gonna understand it. If you say to them, you can uppercut, it's like, okay, how do I uppercut? The game won't tell you. The game won't tell you that. Jak 2 gets better with that, and so does Jak 3. But the original Jak and Daxter game, you would have to figure that out yourself. It's funny, see, Flash, you say that, right? Video games were even more expensive back then. We're kind of returning to that era, aren't we? Like, we're returning to the era where video games... Because what was it? SNES games were around $80 to $90. And that's for SNES games. Nowadays, games are $70. Right, so here's something weird. There's a 2-player support mode, right? But the 2-player support mode is stupid because it only allows for, like, certain things. I don't know why they bother putting this in there instead of an actual 2-player co-op mode. Because this game would be able to handle that. But yeah, this is my favorite Klonoa game. We're with inflation. It's funny because back in the day, you would have said a game that cost 20, 30 bucks was expensive back then, like PS2 or PS1 games back then. But then, but nowadays it's even more expensive. See, now this game tells you. I mean, at least it was that price in my case. Although I guess there were games that were already out. I don't think a lot of games that I got were that expensive. Because is the thing. While my friends had more PS2 games than I did, I had a fair bit of PS2 games. Let me take you. And the only thing I didn't have a lot of was PS1 games, because by the time, you know, I was old enough to have any sort of memories, the PS1 was leaving. It was out the door. Oops. Yeah, I don't remember any of the games I got. Oh, at the same time as well, it was a mixture of like buying new games and then later down the line, for me, gaming got cheaper because I would always buy used. But that was like when I could get them myself. I can't remember how much Batman cost. Because Arkham Origins, I bought that brand new. I got that brand new. I don't think that was not even 50. That was like 30 or something. Thank you, KH, for the free stream streak. I wish that would have shown up on here, on my active feed on OBS, but for some reason don't count that. Origins was 60, I'm pretty sure. Really? I must have got lucky then, because again, my thing was, I got this game, I got Batman Arkham Origins when it came out, and it wasn't 60 for me. Although I guess pricing wasn't as stupid as it is now, because generally our games shouldn't cost our games shouldn't really cost 70, because technically that means our games cost more over here in the UK. So our games should be like what, £65 or something? Because if I've got the conversion right, I might be wrong. I'm most likely wrong. But if I've got it right, if I've got it right, it's yes. Yeah, if I've got it right, it's my brain. 60. If £65 is $70. So yep, doubled it, launched at 60. Maybe you got it on. Maybe. that was possibly like the only. I think that was the only, at least that I knew of, because my dad would like buy PS3 games as well. But I think that's like the only brand new PS3 game I ever bought. Yep, I remember this area. This is the area that I stopped at when I was a child, but I didn't know how to progress. Have you ever seen pricing over here? A $60 game is about $75, and amiibos are $45. Jeez! $45 for an amiibo! That's a ridiculous price! Can I just... please. But you can't do that. That's a stupid price for an amiibo. Also, I got 2 games today. One of them being. What'd you get? What'd you get? Tell us what you snagged. Also, if you want to, there is a way to cheese amiibos. There are cards that you can buy. I forgot what they were called, and little key chain things you can buy that you can actually store amiibo data on, and then use it on a Switch. I'm not joking. Yes, thank you. NFC cards. It's the cheaper amiibos. DKC returns 3D and Pac World to repack. Oh, you got the Pac-Man. You got a Pac-Man game. I still haven't finished the first one yet. Video games, me not realizing Tales of Zillia Remastered and Outer Worlds both coming out this week. Oh lord. Hey, KH, Recreation just came out today. I need to get Recreation. Never heard of it? It is a game made by the what's it? The Burnout devs. And it's basically Burnout. And I'm not joking when I say that. It's literally Burnout. It's got elements of Burnout Paradise in there, being open world. You have to find the races, and you got to spin the wheels to start them. But from what I hear, it's got the physics of Burnout Revenge. Like the physics are just straight up Burnout Revenge. And then and it's got a whole single player mode. You need to play the single player mode. You got to do the billboards. You got to do the signs, the shortcuts, and all that. There are also additional collectibles, and the biggest part is that there's a whole track builder, which is the biggest part of the game. It's a track builder that you can do by yourself or online with other people. Like one big thing about it is that there is no name for where you live. The name is what you can name it whatever you want. You can make massive, insane tracks, and you can customize your vehicle only paint-wise, but it's like a crazy level of customization that way. First one is decent. It's a PS1 D-pad 3D platformer. I can make what Fartville? Is that really what it's called? Oh, Fartville. I mean, you can, yes, you can. Before we continue, let me just move OBS over here, and then I will show you. I will show you thingy. So if we turn this right down, and then Brave, YouTube. Hold on a minute. Oops. Yeah, this will do. Move that over here. Turn this off, turn this on. Yeah, so this is the game. You can do barrel rolls, you can do flat spins. There's a lot of things you can do. The only drawback I will say, and it's a personal one, is that there are no cities. There is no city, it's big open fields. But there are like different car class types, like Burnout Paradise, because Burnout Paradise had stunt, what was it, stunt, power, and speed. Like Burnout, yeah, pretty much. There is a lot of customizations. And it does the Burnout Paradise thing as well. So you can unlock cars just by doing events. You can also unlock, but it also are bonus cars out in the open world. Let's see if we can find some gameplay. I'm not gonna play a review because I've seen enough reviews. Let's do this one.
It's race time. Driving dangerously and aggressively will earn you the most boost. Be first over the finish line to earn maximum license points.
Yeah, look, it's basically burnout. It's basically burn. You can do takedowns as well. And it's got all the different types of takedowns. Wait, isn't this just no? Trackmania is a bit more Hot Wheels. And also Trackmania doesn't do actual races. You do like time laps and all of that. All about time trials. And there are road, and it's not just racing. They do have all the old like road rage events, and you know the stuff from Paradise basically. Oh yeah, and this game was made by only 10 people. This entire game, 10 people, and they got a licensing system also from Paradise. We get the idea, right? It's basically Burnout. Hold on, let me just... And considering that we don't get any actual Burnout games anymore... that was a bit... Oh, that was video. I mean, there's more to it, but it's like... It's a racing game. So anything, you would just see more racing. There is no crash mode. That's something they don't have. There is no crash mode. If you don't know what crash mode was, basically, it was a mode where you crashed your car into a random vehicle, and then you would rack up money, you'd rack up expenses by smashing other things, like other cars, buses, trucks, signs, street lights. Pretty much all of that. Plays Crash Bandicoot. The game is still it's funny. Speaking of Crash Bandicoot, do you know he's getting a Netflix show? I've been seeing this all over Twitter, right? Crash Bandicoot is getting a Netflix series. Now, if you have... Now, here's the thing, right? Crash Bandicoot... This isn't the first time Crash Bandicoot's been in a TV series before. He was in one other series. He was in the Skylanders series, right? However, the Skylanders series gave him a voice, and he spoke, and he was intelligent, and it was weird. It was really weird. Like that's probably like the one thing I didn't like about that. You know, it was cool that Crash was in it, but Crash had like an Australian accent and spoke with some sense. Yeah, he was super Australian. It was the one thing I didn't like about that show. I think Coco was in it as well, but no Aku Aku. So a Crash cosplayer? Nope, that was Crash. Which I think was as Crash was getting his own like toy in Skylanders. You see, all these toy games would last longer if they just made it all DLC. Make it that easily playable. The Starlink and Disney Infinity, you can get all them toys as DLC.
do. Some dear to go on Paris Clearina. Yogan Pas Cleara.
What? Okay, that was actually kind of funny. But yeah, Crash is getting his own series. Halo is coming to PlayStation. Burnout is sort of back. And all of this before GTA 6. Just give it time. Twitch's downfall is going to be before GTA 6. Come on, I'm not gonna. Okay. Come on. But we don't downsize the profit we're aspiring to get, and aren't getting, and it's really taking us off. And we need money to buy more money. Come on. Come on, just grab it! Ah, okay, forget it. Not a problem. We should have a new character for Crash named Crush. Like he's like Crash, but he has a PhD degree and talks normally. I mean, we have Coco. Is Coco not enough? I mean, she doesn't have a PhD or anything, but she's a mechanic. Also, he's British for some reason. Oh, Lord. Just what we need, a British Crash Bandicoot character. Who watched the Hebrew dub? Their name sounds the exact same. Oh, really? Yeah. Crash. That's funny. I mean, we have Crunch. If Crunch will ever come back, because Crunch is, you know, post Naughty Dog. Everyone in Crash's family is actually intelligent. Crash is just... I mean... That is true. That is actually true. Because, you know, you include Crunch. Crunch isn't an idiot. They just give him a Mr. T voice later down the line. I don't know why they did that. But Crunch isn't really an idiot. We still love him. I am one of the people. Again, I grew up with Wrath of Cortex, so I'm one of the people who likes Crunch. You think Crunch was furry bait? No, that was I forgot her name again. The Pamela Anderson version of Crash's girlfriend. How can I forget her name? And her Torna, yes, thank you, Torna, original Torna and Crash 4 Torna. Tell me I'm wrong. Like both versions, both original and the last one from Crash 4. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. Yep. The girl had a rack of blonde hair. Yeah, like, it was so obvious. I'm not straight, so... Most furries are not straight, so that's not inclusive. most of them are masculine adjacent. Tell that to Rouge the Bat, and Crystal, and Carmelita Fox. Welcome, Stone. And most of them are straight. Some are bi, some are pan. As long as it looks sexy, it doesn't matter. You telling me that there weren't boys who weren't into Lola Bunny back in the original days of what's it? Space Jam. Have you seen the island of Zoa in One Piece? So real-life characters are either denying the furry allegations or are women themselves. The furry community is a valid community, but an unusual one. Yes, but they're also one you wouldn't want to disrespect because they got money. They usually got money. Them fursuits they get aren't cheap. Yes, it is unusual, but you don't cuss it because they got a lot of money. Did I just skip the stage? I didn't know you could do that, so... Oh, whoops. They're fancy tech jobs, some of them are doctors or scientists, and it's like, okay, this is what they do in their spare time. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I thought you started to do the thing in the first game. Come on. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I wish I was a furry artist, or the furry artists I know make bank. It's just easier to make the money that way. Listen, right? If you become like an artist on VGen, you would be making money. Listen, the artist I commissioned to do my character, her thing was reasonably priced, but now she's swamped in commissions, right? She has to up her prices. I remember a joke from a show called Inside Job. They're a valid community. It's not always a sexual thing, but usually. I mean, if you can cater to the typical furry interest, sure. Then you have to be. And also, they could possibly make whatever character, whatever your favorite character is, or design, like a fan OC or something. Listen, later down the line, whenever, have I got something wrong? Oh lord, I've got something. No, I need to do this. There's a spring there, isn't it? No, there isn't! Oh, no way, I know what to do. Alright, on, wait until it stops. But yeah, at some point, I want to make a Ratchet and Clank, like, fan OC VTuber model. But I don't know, because it's such an unusual request to be like, hey, I want you to make a Lombax for me. It's like, okay, what is a Lombax? They're not gonna know what that is. Here's the thing. One thing I don't want to do is I don't ever want to make a Sonic OC. I know people do. I'm not interested. If I was an artist, I got mad art skills, bro. 300 is 300. I'm drawing that big booby fox girl. You think they're a young millennial furry 3D model? Yes, so. And they're most likely women. Because here's the thing, I'm on VGen a lot, right? I have no money for anything, but I'm on VGen a lot. Most of them on there are women. Doing all the art stuff and 3D modeling stuff. Like they do most of like the cool art stuff, and it's really hard to find a good art style. No, 300 is 300. That would be an issue. Well, here's the thing. I have the artist for the art style I like, which is why I got the commission already done. But how do you translate that into VTuber art that you know, doesn't mess with the art style too much, you know? I found a place. I found an art studio that does really good VTuber art, but it's hella expensive. I'm not joking. We're talking half body is 1,000, and full body is 1,500, and then any sort of extras can range from like $10, $20 to sometimes $150, depending on what it is. Yeah, I'm not joking, Flash. I'm not joking. Just say for partial. But my character ain't a furry though. My character's a wanderer with a cloak. Wait, have you guys even seen? I know some of you seen the commission, haven't you? Have you guys seen it? Yeah, I know, but you know, yeah. I know Atomic's seen the commission. I think both Atomic and KH have seen it, but I don't know if anybody else has. Right, next level. But yeah, no, that VTuber art, 1,500. And here's the thing, right? There is no such thing as cheap VTuber art, and the reason why is that it's not just a drawing. It's basically modular. So each piece has to be drawn separately so that it can all be animated properly and all rigged properly. So instead of just drawing a drawing, you have to take that drawing and make it and put it in parts. It's funny how cutesy these games start off and then it gets real serious later down the line. But yeah, no, VTuber art takes a while. I'm not gonna get the rigging done from the same place as the art, because that means my model would cost 4 grand. I did the numbers. Also, the pieces have to be drawn really large, and yes, they do. Now, if you wanted to become a VTuber the cheap way, in VGen, there is a shop area and you could just buy pre-made models. Which that is an option. Alright, I already see where I gotta hit him. Oh, I missed. I'll see if I can combo it. Darn it. Ah! That's another one. Ah! You can. You're talking like someone who can't fully comprehend. I cannot fully comprehend 3D modeling because I do not do 3D modeling. You gotta ask Atomic that. He's the guy practicing Blender. And also, the reason why I want to have a 2D model is because 3D models require a bit more PC power. And I do mean a bit more. Because it's like, you have to, if you're playing PC games for instance, you have to have, and you want to have your model up, and it's 3D, that means your model that means you need enough power from your PC to be able to handle both the game at a decent graphic settings, your recording software, or streaming software, and your 3D model. You know, that would, yeah. I don't want to do 3D model. And yeah, and more hardware. So like, you would need a higher graphics card. Definitely need more RAM, way more RAM, and a way more powerful CPU. Which you best hope you have the money for all of that. I think that's why puppet animation exists. I mean, that's kind of what it is with the 2D models. It is puppeting, and there was a whole thing again on. It's always on Twitter that I see this. There was a whole thing about puppeting and how you gotta sway your head about. to get the VTuber model to move properly, which other people were like, okay, no, you don't need to do that. You just need to change up your settings. What are you doing all this extra stuff for? This whole swaying the head about in like a U shape. You don't need to do all of that. Oh yeah, also Flash, thank you for the 5-stream trick. I didn't even see that. Again, not on the activity feed on OBS. Come on. Oh lord. And actually, it should be way longer, but Twitch only started forcing streak counters really? That's weird, because you've been here literally almost all the time. I don't think you've really missed you might have missed one stream, but that's like one out of how many? You know what else I find funny about VTubing as well? Is some of the models people come up with. I've seen... What have I seen? I've seen, outside of like the standard human design, but with monster aspects, or animal aspects, I've seen a digger, not a digger, one of those trucks that like lifts, that like pours like big heavy loads of like cement or stuff like that. I forgot what those ones are called. Those are not diggers. I've seen trash, a literal garbage bin as a VTuber model. A typewriter. I think I saw a peanut one, which was really well animated for some reason. Like it's kind of like a bulldozer, except it's oh, I forgot what it's called. It's got the big dump truck at the back that bends and then just pours out everything. I forgot what that one's called. So do these monkey people count as furries, or furries for count? Maybe. It's literally called it's called a large dump truck. I'm so stupid. But yeah, I've seen that one. I saw a peanut. Like, there are people... I remember, I think Antomic showed me one, which was just an eyeball with tentacles. And it's like, that's a crazy model. Most models I see is, it looks like a person, but with animal aspects, or something. Or it's related to someone's job. So I've seen... Only they had the brains to rule VTube. Welcome, Cossington. I don't know what he said. But yeah, we're talking about VTubers. Mine's a bit more basic. I do have other ideas, but like, well, I've only got like, I'm gonna have like one other VTuber model, and then I'm thinking of like having like a little character on the side for the first one, because the second character is completely different universe and everything. You said a VTuber with eyes and tentacles, and I think immediately, no, it was a singular. Think of oh, what's his name? Marvel 3. You know the one I'm talking about. It's the opening of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. The one-eyed monster with the tentacles. It was like that, so. I forgot its name. Yeah, that's it. So, Shumagorath. Or... It was like that. Yeah, it looked like Shumagorath. But yeah, I've seen all sorts. And what did I come up with? A Wanderer. A super powerful Wanderer, but a Wanderer nonetheless. So. Pickpocket. Wow. Pull out so easily. I mean, if we beat you both up, it doesn't matter then, does it? Because one of you's gonna have it, and the other, and both of you are just gonna get beat up anyway, even if you don't have it. But yeah, I've seen a lot of VTubers. I think, is he a mole or a dog? He is a thing. He is Popka. Yes. Go with Cossington's answer. Yes. It's like asking what is Klonoa. Klonoa is Klonoa. I think the only answer you really have is like for Rayman. You ask, okay, what is Rayman? Rayman is a thingamajig, and that's not a joke. I remember this level because this level was in the demo. The extreme gear. It's the one with the vocal track. The Iblis trigger. Wow, they stretch out the camera and everything. To make it look like you're going faster than what you're actually going. Whoop. That was good. Whoop. I know, but so anyway, water slide. Oh yeah, you also can't turn left or right. I don't know why they put them spikes there. Now I can turn left or right. But yeah, look, it's all right here. This is the easiest layup in the world. If you're gonna do more DLC for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, look at this guy right here. Look at Klonoa. Flying to Lithuania with my dad in a week and a half. Pray for snow day for you guys. It's cold there all the time apparently, very cold. Make sure you pack that thermal gear. Thermal gear is underrated. Because they always tell you, you know, you gotta have the jackets. Listen, there's thermal hoodies, thermal socks, thermal gloves. Get everything thermal. I bought a thermal hoodie off of Amazon. That changed my life. Or made me look at every other hoodie like it was summer. That was bad. I'm just hanging on to you. I don't need the money. Whoop. There we go. Whoop. Like, come on. Look at it. Look at all of this. Klonoa is a free win for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and you'd make a lot of Namco fans a lot of Klonoa fans very happy. Oh yeah, I Heart Justice and Pat Stairs, really? They're gonna be part of the next Sage Slam. That'd be interesting. Oh wait, hold on. But Pat is Wooly's friend. Don't they play fighting games? I know. I feel like Pat does. And oh wait, are they gonna be coaches? Because I Heart Justice is a Marvel guy. Klonoa is not how you spell Pac-Man. No, but it's spelled how you spell Klonoa. Imagine you open your notifications. But clankers are having children now. Oh yeah, I saw that. I didn't go into that. I was like, I don't need to know this. I don't need to know this. I don't need to know this. This is weird AI garbage. I don't need to know this. Yeah, he was in Super Best Friends, and he did Friday Night Fisticuffs with William. Yeah. Because Pat and Wooly, they have a podcast together. So it's like, him playing fighting games, I wouldn't be surprised if he's good at it. I don't know what he plays, though. Every time I see Pat playing something, it's always a single player game. Yep. Got all of them. All sets from Filipino champ using Phoenix. Okay, no, right. That's funny. I find that funny. Because it's F-Champ, right? F-Champ had an attitude back in the day. He doesn't really have that now. But still. Phoenix, right? Not Jean, right? Oh. Because here's the thing, right? You have to say the whole name. Because one is the Phoenix, and the other one is Phoenix Wright. What? Gotcha. One is OP, the other is bottom. Yep. And it's funny because Jean Grey got nerfed and she's still good. She's not as good anymore, but she's still good. Because if you don't know the legend, when you were like, if you don't know the legend, original Marvel 3, which then got eclipsed by Ultimate Marvel 3 6 months later, which is a separate release, that was a joke. The original release had Phoenix as a playable character, as in Jean Grey, and she devastated the game in a way that no character could, because you'd build up 5 bars with her. How you do it is you put her at the back of the team, because it was a 3v3 fighter. You play 2 other characters and maybe have her as an assist, and then once 2 of those characters died, if she had full meter and she got killed, she would resurrect as the Dark Phoenix with full health. So you got to kill her again, and all of her normals were projectiles now, which made it impossible to approach her, because that means she had extended range in a way that no other character had. I'm trying to listen to the mumble. I'm pretty sure it's just gibberish. You know what this song reminds me of? And I just thought of it just now. This is the Gaston song from Beauty and the Beast. Oh, this is literally just the Gaston song from Beauty and the Beast. Why are you exposing yourself? Yeah. I mean, I could throw something at you. Why would you tell us that? Just flat out told me that. Yeah, that's a good question. Hmm? You have Morrigan, Doom, Phoenix. Use Morrigan to zone and build meter. Oh lord. Use Doom for missile. That's still a crazy assist. To increase zoning and pressure, and have Phoenix in the back as an anchor. Or you can use Doom to do some damage with his loops, while having Morrigan build meter back in the back. Regardless what you do, you should have full meter and Phoenix as your trump card. Yeah, that's how it works. You're out here trying to play Marvel, and Phoenix is yeah, she was a literal Mugen character. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Yep. Wait, is this one? Is this what? Oh Lord!
Alright, Hobbs, it's gonna be blowback, yeah.
Oh yeah, GG's, GG's. It's already over. This is Ultimate as well. This isn't even OG.
No. Now this is great for Neo.
Yeah, this is what he wanted.
Like she's by herself, and yet dead. He's got X Factor, level 3 X Factor as well. It's ah, my days. How are you supposed to compete with that and dead? And dead. She killed off Doom with violence, by the way, level 3 X Factor. That means you kill him with basic combos. Then sets up like delayed fireballs, and then you just hear dead, and you just see Virgil get eviscerated. And then you see it happen again to you see it happen again with what's it? With I didn't see who the last character was. I couldn't see who the last character was. It was over so quickly. Like it was. Oh Lord, I love Marvel 3. It's so stupid. Because someone said that's that's fine to have. Oh, Morgan was the last character that got killed? I didn't even see that! It was over so quick! Like, she just eclipsed them both. I see. You. But yeah, that's the power of the Dark Phoenix. So nowadays, I think she's been figured out, so she's not as devastating as she used to be. But man, no. You want to talk about Merkage? You want to talk about Merkage, you gotta talk about Dark Phoenix. You talk about Akuma and Geese in Tekken, and with a little bit of Leroy. Leroy was broken, but what Geese and Akuma could do to you, especially with like a high level player. Hagar versus Dark Phoenix is so funny. Isn't that just what's it? One's trying to hit the other with a pipe, and the other is Dark Phoenix. There we go. Oh my days, that's a face and a half. Imagine telling a guy in the 90s there's gonna be a game where Kuma and Geese. There'll be a game with Kuma and Geese. I'm sorry, man. What did I do to deserve such purgatory? Who would win? A universe-destroying cosmetic entity with the power of regeneration, or one metal pipe man? It depends on who lands the first hit. Literally! It's literally dependent on who gets the first hit. Because Hagar hits you with that pipe, it's over. However, if Dark Phoenix touches you, it's over. It's a case of both of these characters can hit you with anything. Am I sliding? I am sliding. So we talk about CVS Tekken 7. Tekken 7 specifically. Because what they could do in that game was some evil. You had to be there for the villainry. Correction stone. One angry mayor with a pipe. Yeah, grab time. I mean, can she be exposed like that? Is it that easy? Is it really like Nagoriyuki level stupid? You know like how Nagoriyuki has like the blood rage thing, right? That easy to murk him. Mayor and father. Okay, fair enough. With a pipe, or... Okay, no, I did this wrong. Right, here's what we do. Whoop. I mean, has anyone in the comics ever tried fighting Phoenix with a steel pipe? Who knows? Maybe Wolverine tried it once. And then got eviscerated. Oh. Come on, big guy. Oh, he's going all the way down there. Yep. Do we count Wolverine's claws? I don't think those have actually actively worked. Phoenix, you need to set up a kill strat. Nago, at least all you have to do is hold back during bloodburst. Yes, but let's be honest, right? That's not helpful either, because your health is draining rapidly. So if you're holding back, you are doing something wrong. You best swing on something, because no way you're losing that much health to not do no damage. I've seen Hagar players space it, so he does the anti-air grab on Phoenix, and I think he's invincible during start. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. I don't know why I did that. There you go, I'm through. From the opponent's from the opponent's side. I mean, if their normals hit, their normals hit, and if you can catch them with a single hit and then get the super off, they're dead. Oh, mini boss fight? That was easy. Where are you gonna run to? Are you bust through the what? Are you bust through the wall? Yep. This Buster makes that. No! No, your references are mildly amusing. At best, mildly amusing. Whoop. I don't know what the hitboxes are on those, but I don't know why that's working. Alright, let's go! Oh, you gonna play it like that, yeah? Oh! At least that's not a life loss. Gotcha! Stupid little cat! That's your own fault. Was that a bomb? Oh, you know what I didn't do? It's not gonna be super. It's not super important, or important at all. But I haven't looked at the new update that happened on PlayStation. It might just be like absolute nothing. But it was an update enough to where the controllers needed updating. So what's going on? Is Xbox Game Pass gonna be on PlayStation now? That'd be very funny if that happened. That'd be very, very funny if that happened. Oh, boss time. Okay. Oh, I see. That was stupid. That was stupid. I took 2 hits of damage for no reason. This isn't like the first game. Oh, I see you. Right. Now I know which was the correct one. Wow, you can do that? Windows XP theme on PS5 dashboard. That'd be funny. You know, you can actually change. There are customization things you can do on Windows that allows you to change it so it looks like XP, but it's still current day Windows. All right, what am I hitting here? I'm sorry, what do you want me to hit? Oh. Oh, I see. That didn't work. Do it again, please. I missed. Missed again. You know, it's funny, right? Because of, see, you're not super wrong, Stone, but it also kind of reminds me of Sonic Rivals. Or just the fact that it's like in a circular, mainly the fact that it's in a circular arena, it's like very specific where you gotta hit him. Which it's fun. How funny is that? I brought up Sonic Rivals. Then I don't know why no one ever talks about that game. I don't know if it's Sonic. You didn't like Sonic Rivals? I liked 2. At least, though. I just wish the music had longer loops. Well, I'm gonna have to look up the update stuff for the PlayStation later. It's kind of bland. You're not fully wrong. Because it is like standard racing and all that, and you have to beat the game how many times? Because it's 2 teams. It's more than 2 teams. It's several teams with different characters. So it's Sonic and Tails, Shadow and Metal Sonic, Knuckles and Rouge, Silver and Espio, I believe. There was Rival 2. And then the Rivals 1 had, what, 4 characters? Metal Sonic wasn't a playable character, was he? Because I know Sonic, Shadow, Silver, and Knuckles were playable. And it was just them lot. I know the first game is blind, yeah. Oh, Metal Sonic was unlockable. I didn't know that. I've only played the first one. I own the second one. And I put a lot of hours into the second one. It's got some good music as well. The Silver was never that fast again. Nope. He was as slow as Amy. But to be fair, Silver isn't fast without his powers, and Shadow isn't fast without his shoes. And we know this because and this is canonical, by the way, because in the Metal Virus arc, when Shadow turns into a Zombot, he doesn't use the shoes. He just runs, and he can't keep up. So no, so Sonic X was wrong. I believe this is a minigame. We actually have to go back here, I believe.
バルトゥレオリオゴスピーパンレン
Oh, my shoulder! You know what, right? Word of advice. Don't get a gaming chair. I'm not joking. Get yourself an office chair that doesn't have has the cushions on the back and it's flat. Because these gaming chairs, right? If you're broad-shouldered like I am, these gaming chairs are just not it because they have the weird angular shape in the back of the chair that's got metal bars in and it does your shoulders in. Like, oh my days. My right shoulder is hurting at the moment because it's like, why did I choose here? Oh lord. Oh, the shoulder. Yeah, no. Gaming chairs are not it. You think they are, and this one I thought was, because it doesn't have that stupid fake leather on it that peels off eventually. But oh my days, does it want to hurt the shoulders so badly? Oh! 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 That's painful. Alright, let me just hold on, give me a minute. Give me a minute. It'll be better by the end of the day. Sonic X wrong? You don't say. Oh lord. Sonic X being wrong. Talking about Sonic Rivals made me listen to Race to Win, which I think is the shortest vocal track. Cossington, that's the whole thing with Sonic Rivals, right? Sonic Rivals has the shortest loops out of any Sonic music. Because there's songs I like from Rivals 2 specifically, right? And I'll demonstrate. Hold on. We're doing this again. So turn that down. Go to YouTube. Sonic Rivals 2 Mystic Haunt Zone Act 1 OST. Like, this is how short these are. And that's the loop. That's the whole loop. That's 40 seconds long. That is 40 seconds long, and it loops back round. Like it's really short. And the whole soundtrack is like that as well. What if Tekken Wub was less it would be boring. It would be boring. And it kind of depends on the type of song as well, because you know, what's it? Twilight Carnival, round 2, which is Celebration on the Scene for Tekken 8. That's such a good song, with especially when that saxophone kicks in. Come on. But yeah, that's Sonic Rivals music. The loops are just ridiculously short, so. And that song was 5 minutes, by the way. So you're hearing that loop repeatedly for a 5-minute song. It's like you'd sell quarter loops along. Yep. Just to give an idea, right? Most loops in stages in a Sonic song is usually 2 loops. It's always one loop. Sorry, it's 1 loop. So you listen to the song in its entirety, then it loops, and that's it, right? Even with Shadow the Hedgehog music, even though that soundtrack is mad short, like it still loops once. So. But for Rivals 2, it loops like 4 or 5 times. So that's your whole song right there. Me when I'm listening to the same 30-second loop of a song. Like what music? You know what else has short loops? Really short loops. Stellar Blade. The only exception is, at least from what I've heard, is Raven's theme. But my favorite song is a boss called Belial, and the loops for that song are so short. It's about the same length as what you get from Rivals 2, except it's like the song loops twice. So. Come with me. Round 2 is a banger track. You know what I love about it, right? It's so aggressive. That's what I love about it, Cage. Like, I love the Stalker song as well. But when that scream hits, right? I was like, okay, this is what we're in for. That's my favorite boss in the whole game as well. That is my favorite boss. Because I just love the fact that he was too angry to die. Like, there is no boss in the Souls-like that says, I'm going to revive like 3-4 times. It's a good soundtrack, Stellar Blade, though. Like, if there's one thing that Stellar Blade loves, it really loves, okay, not that way then. It really loves, Nier. Because that's what I love its music sounds like. I somehow missed that. Alright, let's try this again. Ooh. I got nothing from that. But okay. You think you celebrating? No, I wasn't. I was not stoned. I was thinking of the music. That was you thinking that. Which way is it? This way? Yes, it's this way. But yeah, no, Stellar Blade music is awesome. Easily, it is something that I wish it did get more love. It's funny how that game got talked about so much for Eve's appearance, and it matters very little. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It matters very little outside of like customization, right? Outside of changing her hair, giving her glasses, and changing her outfit, right? Which the outfit changes do nothing. You don't need to change her outfit at all. Besides that, you know, her appearance doesn't really matter at all in terms of the game. Yeah, sure, the music. That's the first thing people talk about. Yeah, that's the people. That's Twitter, right? That's people how... That's what they did when Dead or Alive 6 came out. Like, if you saw the outfit I was using, right? Like, I wasn't going for the crazy sexy outfits, so... Oh, I missed one. Go back. There has to be back here. There's a high platform up there. Can I reach it? Am I screwed? I might be screwed. Sick. Nope, it's gone. I saw it. Saw it and... I saw it and said nothing. How dare you! This is 100% completion. Well, at least finding all the stuff is. Go backwards. Right, there is no going backwards. I'm not a backseater. This city looks like it's having a cry. Yeah, like you didn't just say that just coincidentally, yeah? You didn't just say that coincidentally. It's just having a crisis. Could it be a crisis city? That Klonoa is carrying a moo. What? Come on, let's try it again. It just went clean through him. That actually worked. Oh, it's pointless as well. I don't know why I did that then. Right, I'm not gonna. I already know where you go, so I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. Now we grab the other one. And back down we go. I saw what I saw. That's why I missed the other one. Yep. What soundtrack do you guys think is underrated? If I had to choose one, it'd probably be. Actually, no. What one would I choose? Because there's a lot of soundtracks I do like. I don't know. I guess maybe Deadlocked, Ratchet Deadlocked. That one got some bangers in there. Although I don't know if that's really underrated. Nobody really talks about it, so I guess so. Devil Survivor. Hit this. Bang. There you go. Jack, you know what, right? Okay. You know what? No one ever talks about Jack X. That soundtrack from front to back is glorious. Mystic Quest, that's an interesting one. It's a thing because I've not played Mystic Quest before, so I wouldn't know too much about that. I said Ratchet Gladiator or Deadlock. I completely forgot. Yep, no one ever talks about Jack X. No one is exposed to its awesomeness. But yeah, Mystic Quest, that's an interesting one. And that's because I don't really hear people say much about the soundtrack, just that the game's overly easy. Oh my days, that one got me, Cage, because that's it. That got me because it's true. That one got me because it's true. It is underrated. The battle themes in MQ's Fire? Really? I mean, Final Fantasy is known for its musical as well, so I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, let me grab you again. Everyone harassing Naughty Dog to bring back Jak and Daxter. Me and the corner, I want more Jak X. I mean, if they bring back Jak and Daxter, there are chances that they could bring back Jak X. But what would it be? What would it be? You have to choose one. You either get a brand new title or remake. The World Ends With You. That's another one I haven't played either. Which I had an opportunity to play that game and I just didn't. I had an opportunity to play it because it was part of the extras collection for a long time as well. I just didn't play it. I saw that coming. Is this the battle music? Or? It's very like, that's interesting. Oh, this is the main theme. It keeps changing. That's such a weird sound. It sounds like it's not. It sounds like it's on beat, but not on the beats that usually are on beat. It's like it's playing on ones and threes instead of twos and fours. That's such a weird way to do that. That's such it's something that's still in rhythm, but it sounds off rhythm because usually when we clap our hands to music, right, we always do it on the fourth bar of a beat. The second or the fourth bar of the beat. We always do it on the even numbers, never on the odds. That's wild. Oh, let me let me just play. This is what KH is on about. Like if you don't know, right? Oh no. Let's play one of my favorites ones, right? This is the Jack X soundtrack, right? And this is like no one ever gets to experience. Oh no. Enjoy that for 2 secs. I'll be right back. Alright, enough of that. Just wanted to get a package. But yeah, the soundtrack is a lot of that, so not the same sound, but like a lot of heavy metal. And it's so good. Especially when it's in the middle of a race. Like you're listening to it out of context, but when you're actually playing the game, like it's a vibe or sounds like a Naughty Dog, alright? Lots of like, grungy metal. It's such an awesome sound and it fits like, it's such an awesome, I want to put it up now. It's funny because it matches the energy that the game is giving you, right? Because the game is very chaotic, dirty, and very destructive. Like, it is an unbalanced, it is a really, really fun, unbalanced racing game. Some cars are better than others. The Sand Shark is garbage. And the weapons are like randomized, sort of like Mario Kart style, but it's so poorly done that what is essentially a blue shell, which is known as the Peacemaker, you can get that as far back as second place. So imagine getting an item like that, and then if you're dead last, you can get the Supernova, which that one's a bit more balanced. But how the Supernova works is you get it, you use it, and everyone in front of you just dies. They're just killed. Like, just like that. And then, which one, like, KH, is it the powered up one that's got the timer on it? Or is it, that's just both of them? Because here's the thing, right? When you can power up your pickups with Dark Eco, so every weapon has like a level 2 functionality to it. However, in the case of like the Supernova, I don't even remember what that one does when. Actually, no. Remember, I don't even know what it does when you max it out. Because it's still the same thing. Because that's a weapon you cannot hold on to. It's got a timer, and it will kill you if you don't use it immediately. That's what I love about the supernova. And it gets you instantly in first place. Yeah, it delays the respawn. That is the most first place item thing you could do. You get a tactical nuke and not exactly automatic win. It would be an automatic win if you could keep it, right? But you can't, because there's a 10-second timer on it, and if you don't use it within those 10 seconds, it will kill you instead. It won't kill anyone else. So. And then even then, right, people got items. So even if you nuke them out of existence, they're gonna get something that's gonna insta-kill you. Because what's it? Missiles, what do missiles do? You have 2 sets of missiles, and those missiles, they destroy things. All it takes is 4 missiles to take out an enemy. Then you upgrade it. Now you have 2 packs of 4 missiles. So now you can take out 2 drivers on the track with each set of missiles, and they can't do nothing about it. Like when you level up weapons, it's so broken. Blue shells, multiple people get peacemakers, and suddenly you not only, dude, it's worse online. It's way worse online because you get nukes outside of last place as well. You can get a nuke in second place as possible as well, and it'll wipe the first place guy off the map, and only him. Anyone behind you won't get hit. Is that it? Oh my days, that's what I missed. I could have gone back for that. What happens if I go back to the world map? Will not be saved. Darn it. I didn't mean to do that. Like, you can... Like, in online mode, just to give you an idea, right? Online mode is playable. You can, if you have a PS2 that is either a slim one or one where you can actually, or the fat one where you can put like an actual adapter on it, and I do mean an actual one. You can actually use a DNS server that gets the online working, which is what I did. I can even play online on JackX right now. And then, once you're playing online with other people, you get to experience the chaos of the game, because it's even more unbalanced online. See, it sounds terrible when you're in the thick of it, but yeah, it really is. It really is. It sounds like it should be a really awful gameplay experience, because who wants to play a super unbalanced racer? But when you're playing it, it's so much fun. Like, it's unrivaled. Still to this day, one of the best combat racers to ever exist. Especially considering that there's not that many combat racers out there. And if you expect balancing, like, you'd be so wrong. There's... Oh lord, I missed. There's AI. The AI will always keep up with you. You can boost and race perfectly around the whole track. You're gonna get caught by AI. They're gonna catch up to you eventually. Like, online, it's a bit more different. But in online, they could just blow you up, and that's it. Case closed. So, like, real life, if real life was a combat racer, yes. Like, it's such a fun game. When I saw that they put that on PS4, I was happy, and then I played the PS4 version. And one of my favorite parts of Jack X got wrecked in that version, and that was the soundtrack. Like, that version keeps skipping songs because it wasn't ported well. And it took out the online as well. All the good stuff was gone. See, if we got a remake, right, you had to put Jack X in there. What's the super save glitch that could mess up your... What was the save glitch? I don't think I ever got the save glitch. I got the Jack 2 glitch. Most PS4 ports are a sham. Don't think... Alright, right. Jack 1 and Jack 3 were fine, right? There was little audio issues. Jack 2 was scuffed, and Jack X was scuffed. Like, those versions were messed up, like, really badly. More Jack 2 than Jack X, but Jack X has the soundtrack, so it's like, it's even worse. The game will get stuck in the autosave loop and kill your save. I did not have that. I never had that one. I think I've heard of that one. I don't think I ever got it. Yep. Yeah, I don't think I ever got that one. You know which glitch I did get for, I got one for Jack 2, which was in the original Jack 2 as well, where if you do all 3 races and then you go to the screen that allows you to reselect races, and then you just do one of those, right? Just having it there is the glitch, right? And then you get to the point where you have to escort the 2 Samuses. You can't play that mission. You can't play that mission because the race will override that one and you have a dead game. I did not know this existed until I played the PS4 version and learned that, no, that's in the PS2 one as well. So what you instead have to do is you have to instead do at least 1 or 2 races, then replay those, and then do the final race and don't replay any other races until the end of the game. The only ones that fix that, PS3 port and fan-made PC port. There you go. Yep. But yeah, Jack X is the game. If the opportunity ever allowed it, and we got them remakes. Or remasters. I'll take remasters. I'll gladly take a remaster. Not everything needs to be remade. Give me a remaster. I'll be happy with that. You can still do all the balance changes and all the stuff that people didn't like about Jack 2. You can still fix all of that in a remaster. Don't need to remake everything. And not like them stupid HD ports that they did on the PS3. Because they ruined Ratchet and Clank with them ports. Checking. Definitely a functional remaster is perfectly fine. Gotta specify. Yeah, you have to specify functional. Because if for anyone who doesn't know, there were HD versions of Jack collection from Jack 1 to Jack 3, Ratchet and Clank from 1 to 3, and Deadlocked, and Sly 1 to 3, right? The best out of those three is Sly, because Sly as a HD collection had no issues. There's no issues on the PS3 versions. There's no issues on the PS Vita versions. Let's ignore the whole missing head stuff or Sly 2 and the HDB playthrough. I don't think I've seen anyone else have that issue again. I never had that issue. But basically, each version had their own issues. So on PS3, Jack was fine. Yeah, so on PS3, the Jack collection was absolutely fine. However, on the Vita, it was scuffed. It was very scuffed. Like, beyond scuffed. I think the most scuffed was Ratchet and Clank, because Ratchet and Clank 1 had some aspect ratio issues where they had made it widescreen but hadn't fixed the aspect ratio stuff. So things would spawn off screen, not on screen, just out of nowhere. Not only that, but they messed up like the seller, the merchant in the first game. His panel screen, when he shows up, he's just stretched out wide for some reason. No reason why. It's just like that. Or in 2 and 3, this is the big issue, right? In all 3 games, because it's in all of them, the camera's pushed in further forward for some reason, and this causes issues with certain cutscenes. Not only that, but in all these games, but mainly in 2 and 3, Ratchet wears a helmet for the most part, and his helmet is bigger than his head, so it's just floating now. Also, the sub-cannon gauge never leaves the screen properly after the weapon. Yeah, after the weapon is deselected, it stays on there. That also goes for the air meter as well when you're swimming. But yeah, there's that. There's oh, what was it? Oh, you can't take it through. There's that. Because of the zoomed in cutscene stuff, it messed with cutscenes. Like when Quark remembers who he is in Ratchet and Clank 3, there's a zoom in on his face of him realizing who he is. However, in the remaster, it zooms in into his face, into and through his face, which is even worse when you look at let's just show it. Let's just show it. You know what? I'm gonna show it. Where is it? HD. Know which one I'm talking about. I mean, I could pull up the video. I was gonna pull up a picture. Oh, let me just see if it is this one. And I'll know which one it is instantly if his teeth is messed up. Yeah, no, it's not this one. Alright. Now, this is such a weird one. The gameplay for this game is fine on PS3, but the cutscenes are scuffed. If I There's a training one. Where is it? There it is. So this is an example of what happens when, again, muting the music. Oops. Right, this. Yep. Right. Bring it up. Down. Watch what happens. This is an example of what happens when the game is too zoomed in.
Well, here he is. He's a little guy, isn't he? Well, don't bother getting up for drinks, folks. This guy won't last 2 rounds.
We'll see.
And that's and that's one issue with the, that's like,
This guy won't last 2 rounds.
what the heck happened here? That's what I mean by too zoomed in. That should be further out, so, but because it's too zoomed in, it's in his face. So. And then if we go a little bit further back and look at Gleeman Vox, notice something that's kind of weird. This was the HD version they put out on PS3. And for some reason, that was okay to put out there. I don't know why they did that. Yep. And they do, and that happens in Ratchet and Clank 3 as well. With Captain Quark. Although it's because the deadlock on PS3 is the most egregious. Quality control doesn't exist. Yeah, apparently. Like, you're telling me. I was like, what is this? Why aren't you blowing up? There you go. Oh, I know I can do you then. Oh. Yep. But yeah, like, Mass Media were the ones who remastered it, who remastered all 3 games, and they screwed it up. That's why if we're gonna do like a proper like HD like remaster of these games, can it just not be Mass Media again, please? I'll be happy with that. Every Jack fan will be happy with that. Let's not go back to Mass Media again, please. Have like proper HD quality textures and cutscenes and all of that. I'll be very happy with just a remaster. I don't need a remake. And then do some balance adjustments for Jack 2. And then that's it. Because Jack 3 is fine. Jack 3 is fine, and oh, I see what you want me to do. That was bad. Okay. I know you want me to. Whoop. Yep. But like, yeah, I would love a remaster. I would love a remaster of all Jack and Daxter, Sly, and Ratchet. But I don't think we're actually gonna get those. Even though we're in like the biggest era for like remasters and remakes, I don't know why Sony doesn't take the opportunity. Like, for goodness sakes, Halo 1 is getting another version. Because it got, I believe, if I'm correct, Halo 1 got like 2 versions. I don't know. Last of Us makes more money somehow. I don't know why they focused on Last of Us. At least I hope it's done with The Last of Us. Because honestly, I don't want I don't want to see any more Last of Us content ever. I want to be alive. I want to see better games. Bring back some other titles. Oh yeah, no, I know where that goes. Oh, yeah. I'm not opposed to it coming. Okay. I'm not opposed to it coming back, but not for a while. Hopefully the Heretic Prophet pays off. Depends on how good it is. And I am very here and there about what Naughty Dog's been doing lately. Because here's the thing, right? I'm gonna be very honest. I had no interest in originally playing Last of Us. And while I did play it and I did beat it and I thought it was a good game, I still didn't care to not only not go for a second playthrough, but even look at the franchise. Like, I just didn't care for it at all. Because to me, the whole survival aspect, especially at the time, was just so run dry. I just wasn't interested. And I'm still not interested to this day. At least with Uncharted, it was a bit more fun. And now we've got the new one, which is the Heretic Prophet. And I'm like, I'll take a look once you show us some gameplay. But I don't have high hopes. And while we saw Wolverine, right? Do you know how I looked at Wolverine? I didn't look at it and be like, I'm so excited. I looked at it and I thought, this is very clean and polished. You know, very corporate. And it feels like that. And the thing is, that's not an indicator that the game's going to be bad in any way, shape, or form. It just feels like the game isn't as creative or as interesting as it could be. Look at what Arc System Works is doing with Tokon. That was an awesome idea to have them work on something Marvel. Oh, come on. Yeah. Like, Wolverine just looks like a very polished, corporate-looking game. You know, very... Again, I can't say it's bad because, you know, we haven't played it yet. But it's not the most exciting-looking thing in the world. Hold on, always check under the platforms. We really haven't seen gameplay, so it's hard for me to say either way about Wolverine. Yeah, that's why, even though I say what I say, I also say we haven't seen anything yet. it's just that it's just that how I see it, right? It looks very standard. You know what I mean? There's not like an art style to it. It doesn't look very impressive. And even if it didn't have an art style, there's a way to make it look impressive, because you could argue, well, Resident Evil doesn't have an art style in the remakes. But you like look how you know how those games look. Cool. Those games do look impressive, and then gameplay-wise are impressive. All right, okay, I know what I can do. I'll have you blow them up, and I thought that was a stupid idea. All right. Yes, I am gonna need you after all. It doesn't have a distinctive style, is the most accurate. Yeah. Like, it's very again, it's very like we're focusing heavily on graphics and all of that. Yep. It's very much not distinctive at all. And I do wonder how much the plot is gonna matter for Wolverine, if I'm being honest. Also, I'm also wondering about the combat as well. This might sound weird to say, because again, we've seen very, very little of the game. But from past games, we know that melee combat is not Insomniac's strong suit. And we know that because Spider-Man's melee combat amounted to tap square, hold square, counter, there you go. And then toss some webs. And that's all the combat system kind of, that's all it was. It was nothing special. So to have a game that is going to be majority melee combat, like, are you going to go down the same route as Spider-Man and just be like tap and mash square only? Or are you actually going to add something to this? So, where he actually has numerous amounts of moves, you know. Like, if you've ever played X-Men Origins Wolverine, he had a number of moves in that game that were all distinctive and all different. And see, and that's my concern. I don't believe they will. Because here's the thing, right? Insomniac shines in range combat. Ratchet and Clank and Resistance are obvious signs of this, right? Like, you play those games, they are really, really good at range combat. Melee combat has never been their strong suit. So. Alright, try this again. Darn it. I got anti-ed. Hold on. There you go. Spyro 2. Spyro didn't... Yeah, Spyro was mainly range combat as well. Because Melee just amounted to hold square. There you go. Hold square, jump, press triangle. There you go. There's your melee combat for Spyro. So yeah, range has always been their field, right? Whereas melee has never been their strong suit. Even though Spider-Man is mostly melee. But it's just square. It's just mash square. So I am wondering what they're going to do with Wolverine when he has, as you said, KH, he has no gadgets to really support him. He only has the claws. Also, how are you going to... This is something that has been done before, so it's already been solved. But how are you going to make a game about a character who can regenerate? Like, where is the challenge going to lie in something like that? Now, you could do something like where you pile on the enemies and pile on the damage and you eventually die. But we're talking about a character who you could stab in the heart and you'll still be alive. So, how are you going to regulate, you know, how are you going to regulate the healing factor aspect of it? And you can't cut that out either, because that's like he's a mutant, that's his actual powers. The claws are not. The claws are a mutation, but like, but still. Guess in a similar way that Deadpool, what was it? You just had to stand, you could just stand still and heal? If I remember correctly? I believe it was that. Like everything else, like those are like the key things. Because here's the thing, right? It's stuff like the healing factor or a character not being able to be killed. Or character not being able to be killed is a hard thing to put in a game. That's why Superman games are so hard, because he can barely be killed. Maybe some kind of blood or pain meter. He still feels pain. He can't lose all his blood. That's dependent on the comic. That's dependent on the story you take it from. You can do that. Don't get me wrong. You can do that. But there are stories where he's been absolutely disintegrated with only his skeleton remaining, and he was still alive. So it's like, how you get past that? But again, yeah, characters like this always have these sort of issues, and again, it's why we don't get Superman games anymore. Because how is someone supposed to make an actual Superman game? Because the closest we got to like what could have been, you know, core Superman would have been in Superman Returns, because Superman Returns had a good idea but was executed poorly. And that was, the city of Metropolis is the health bar. The city of Metropolis is the health bar, and any damage the enemies do to the city, that's damage to the city. And then Superman doesn't really have a health bar himself, right? The issue that they had with that in that game is that any damage counted as damage to the city, including Superman doing damage, and it kind of sucked. Because there was a hidden mini game where you played as Bizarro and you had to destroy the city, right? To reach a certain score threshold. But the problem was, when you was done with that challenge, whether you won it or failed it, when you would go back to being Superman again, the health bar would be next to nothing. It wouldn't recover. Which was very stupid. Yep. Everyone has kryptonite fist. You couldn't have kryptonite fist specifically. You could have kryptonite something. Maybe you introduce enemies. Maybe no, you can actually no. There is a way. There is a way you can do something like that, Cossington. There is a way. You have Lex be the main villain, as he should be, and you have him replicate kryptonite, and have his enemies have kryptonite suits. Not enough to stop Superman from like using his powers, but enough to actively hurt him. So you get past the whole the whole being invincible factor. Yeah, see, you was probably joking about the kryptonite fist thing, and I thought about it, I was like, no, that's actually a good idea. Well, everybody has the happy pill boost from Lord no. It was cool for the fighting game because it was a fighting game, but you don't know. What? Yep. But yeah, you could do that. You could do kryptonite suited enemies. You could that way you could still have all the powers and everything, but make Superman at least balanced. The code has been cracked. However, at the same time, the code has been cracked. We're still not gonna get any Superman games, especially with current Warner Brothers, because if you haven't heard the news, Warner Brothers is being ready to be acquired. So one of the biggest names in Hollywood is going through a phase of possibly being acquired by someone. I'm hearing some people saying Paramount. I'm hearing people saying they want Sony to buy them, which would be hilarious because that would be their DC division as well. Which means possible crossovers. Like, who knows? As long as Disney doesn't get them, that's fine. Last thing we need is Disney to have another IP. Well, not another IP, another whole studio. Because they've gotten more than enough. Oops, let's do that again. And just to give an idea, whoever gets Warner Brothers doesn't just get like the whole movie division and DC and all of that. That also includes all the game studios as well. That includes, you know, what's it? What are the studios' names? Yeah, that includes Rocksteady. That includes NRS. Someone is going to own Mortal Kombat, so, along with the Looney Tunes. So. Oh lord. It's a bit dry. No! It got ahead of me. How? I was ahead of it, so. Avalanche Software, who made Hogwarts. That's, yep. Add that as well. Add that to the list. That means you get Harry Potter as well. They get Harry Potter. The scrutiny that's gonna come from whoever purchases that. Listen, right? If Hogwarts Legacy can cause so much scrutiny on release, how much scrutiny would a company get if they just purchased all of Warner Brothers? And if you fell. But yeah, no, that's add Avalanche Software on top of that. Like, just add everything. Who knows? Maybe it might be time for Sony to make a big move. Make a big boy move. They're not going to, but they might. But imagine if they did. I don't, because I'm hearing also things that James Gunn's DCEU is not surviving. It's not making it. Even though his one's more planned out, I don't think Superman as a film performed as well as it should have. And now there's questions in, you know, should he be doing this? So. Because while he's a comic book person, you're still watching James Gunn's films, and he has a particular style that doesn't really suit everything. Although I would say it suited Superman a bit more, but it was a bit too jokey at sometimes. Yep. Goodbye. And there we go. Currently WB Games focus is on DC Universe, Harry Potter, MK, and Game of Thrones. I forgot they have Game of Thrones. Someone's gonna get that as well. Whoever's going to acquire them, that's a lot of stuff. We're talking a company that has a super long history that is going to be bought out by someone or something. That was a crazy idea, Klonoa. It's funny, right? When it came to Activision, right, that was a crazy out of nowhere one. But like we're now back in the conversations of acquisitions because of what's happening with Warner Brothers, and that's gonna be a bigger deal than whatever whatever was going on with Activision, because we're not talking just games now. We're talking movies and games. No, movies, TV, and games. Someone will own all of that, so. And it's a long, and that's a long history as well. The question is, who's gonna make the move to purchase? So. I'm hearing for pushes that Paramount should purchase Warner Brothers. I don't know if that's a good idea. My idea is, as long as it's not Disney. That's all my idea is, as long as it's not Disney. Let's talk to the old man again. My Disney Plus keeps going up, so it can't be Disney. You can't afford another. Yeah, no. Traveler's Tales is also part of WB Games, so the Lego game. Oh my days, the Lego games are on the line as well. I did not know that, so. I did not know that, so. Those games are on the line as well. Right. Okay, so Paramount is actively trying to buy out Warner Brothers, even though they just laid off like 1,000 people over this week. Someone needs to hop in. I don't see anybody else. Companies interested in buying Warner Brothers assets: Apple, Amazon, Netflix, NBC Universal, and Paramount. So those are the contenders. Sony don't want no part of this. I've just read something, right? Microsoft's decisions to end Windows 10 support is boosting Apple PC sales. They really don't want to let Windows 11. Listen, right? There's a way to get around the Windows 10 issue, right? Yes, Windows 10 Home, specifically Home and Pro, are no longer supported. The one that is still supported is Windows 10 Enterprise and Windows 10 Enterprise LTSC, which is which are long-term versions of Windows that will be supported up until 2032. There's even a Windows 11 version, so if you prefer Windows 11, get the LTSC version. You know what those versions do? It is a de-bloated version of Windows. What you get are the bare basics, being the recycling bin, Windows Defender, and Microsoft Edge. You don't get the store, you don't get the Xbox app, you don't get anything. You'll open up the start menu and notice there's nothing there. No bloatware, no Microsoft Office of any kind, nothing will be there. It will be clean, crisp, clear, and then if you want to, you can add back the Microsoft Store and the Xbox app for compatibility reasons. Besides that, it's a full functioning version of Windows. Everything else still works on it. What do you think I'm going to do? The only thing is, the official versions of those, Windows makes it hard to find them, and it's like, what, 200 something pounds for a key? Or dollars for a key? Or unless you go the other route of buying from third-party key sellers, then it's much cheaper. Which most people say, hey, just buy it from a third-party key seller. Or use Massgrave. But we don't talk about Massgrave. Right. Hold on. I need to deal with something for a sec. So, what we're gonna do is do this. Oops. Let me to double tap it. Oh Lord, stupid. I hate you, Steam! Where is it? Menu. Where's exit big picture mode? I hate it when Steam does that. Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where? Play sound. Notification. That's there. I don't care about that anyway. Stupid thing. There, now we can continue on. I don't know why I never turned that off. Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to another version. I was gonna originally switch over to what's it, instead of switching over to Windows, I was gonna switch over to Casio OS, which is Linux, and then I kind of stopped. I decided against it because Linux has compatibility issues with what was it again? With VTube Studio. It doesn't like VTube. What the heck? I turned around. Yeah, so you have to do some workarounds for VTube Studio, and then even then, I don't think all the workarounds work. Oh, whoops, I wasn't paying attention. Oh Lord. Oh. What do you do? Oh, right. So, and then with the charge, I can just throw you at whatever, and I'm remembering stuff now. Right, how much of the stream we have? We have, okay, we have about an hour left. No, yeah, exactly have an hour left. That's kind of crazy. I need to, okay, so I just need to borrow one of you. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. I take you, and throw you at you, and you come all the way back to me, bang. Traveler's Tales is gonna get acquired by Paramount. What is Paramount gonna do? They don't make video games. Actually, no, they do. What am I talking about? There's an Avatar fighting game coming out. There's another SpongeBob game coming out. They definitely do make games. Or they license people out to make those games. Or now they will have their actual own studios. What am I supposed to do with this? Oh, is that for down here? It is. It's just a shame that we keep getting mergers. The future where everything is ruled by 4 megacorps is approaching fast. Hey, music was originally like run by it's actually currently run by 3 megacorps. Everything is a sub word I can't remember how to pronounce of Universal Music, Sony, and I forgot what the third one. I think the third one was Warner Brothers. So like all your favorite like record labels was owned by one of them. Subsidiary, thank you. I swear I speak English. I feel like I've messed this up. You do speak English until you start talking about pineapples, I think, then you lose the plot. Oh, that's how you do it. Listen, pineapple on pizza ain't that bad. Pineapple pizza is pretty good. Especially if you get the right pizza. Although, it's funny, right? Crazy when you involve the switch subsidiary. Like, pineapple on pizza is good if you get it on the right pizza, which is funny because Mom and I were having a discussion today that there's no good pizza place that does good pineapple on pizza anymore. Not the way they used to do it. Right, pizza for pineapple is a burnt one, because then you can chuck it all in the trash. Right, your country is already going through a crisis. You want to make it work, bro. You are worse off than, actually no, you're probably not worse off at the moment than we are. Because but like, is it? We can have something. Can I have not some bit of joy in my life? If it is pineapple on pizza, can I not have that? Actually, speaking of that, is your family on that? Oh yeah, no, there was a big hurricane in Jamaica. I haven't. You know what? I don't know at the moment. Because we actually have a big family group chat. Luckily enough, not all of my family is not all of my family is in Jamaica. A good chunk of them are actually here in the UK, but there are ones on my granddad's side that are in Jamaica. Yeah, so like for anyone who doesn't know, there was like a massive like hurricane or flood that happened in Jamaica. And it's like, wow, someone in my family group chat got like all the different camera angles and all that. But from what I'm hearing, there's no issues at the moment. So as far as I know, for the time being, my family's okay. My days. The worst part about that curry on croissant thing from Pokemon is that the English would probably nope, you'd be wrong there, Stone. We don't do that at all. We do croissants with almonds and with chocolate, and that's as far as it goes. What Pokemon do? I don't know what Pokemon does for one. Yeah, no, curry croissant, yeah. But yeah, no, that sounds really weird. Cause it's that more feels like an abomination. Curry croissant. Funny because the one black character refuses to eat it. It's like, see, yeah, they knew. That's how you know he's a real one. You mean curry on croissant? Can I land on this? No, I can't. They're very clever about doing that. Nintendo fans have the same 3 excuses for anything. it's always been like that. But Sony and Microsoft, and they had to do. Here's the thing, right? Because Greg's also a Nintendo fan as well. But like, Nintendo fans do make a lot of excuses for Nintendo. The things that you criticize Sony and Microsoft for, Nintendo will always get a pass on. On it. That's not saying things have to be done a certain way, but let's be real. When Nintendo does something, it's praised. When Sony does something, or Microsoft does something, or any other studio, it's wrong. Trying to hear Nintendo does whatever they want, and they and they had to do it. Yeah, they had to charge you $80 for Mario Kart World. You know, they saw the climate. They could see the future. This is the future. This is the way things should be. You know, it was a great idea to make that $80. So. Oh, Nintendo fans, what will you come up with next? That's weird. There's a weird slide that happens with Klonoa. Yep, happened there. He has like this little thing where he gains momentum and then just doesn't at some point. But yeah, like, Nintendo. I'm probably more harsher on... I feel like I'm harsh on every company. Because this is the thing, right? Even though I'm a Sony fan, I was very harsh on Sony during the Jim Ryan era, right? Because while he did do some good, that did not outweigh the bad that he did. And the amount of chaos he caused. So. However, and I was very critical of that, and you know, I don't like Sony, the prices for Sony items. I am very critical of how much they charged people for controllers. It's ridiculous. So. Honestly, I'm only as harsh as my wallet is. I'm not gonna criticize too bad if I'm spending money. Well, here's the thing, right? I am not going to grandstand myself and say, whoops, no, don't do that. I'm not going to grandstand myself and say, you know, this is a travesty, you know, the gaming industry's ruined because of this, that, and microtransactions, and, you know, gacha and all sorts, because I know, and we've had this conversation before, I know that if it came down to my favorite franchise, I'm shilling. Like, straight up. If it comes down between me and if Jak and Daxter ever came back, what do you think I'm doing instantly? Like, instant with the shilling. So, to grandstand and say, what the heck? Klonoa! What are you doing? You seeing this? Oh, that's funny. Oh, wow. It's wide. It's that wide. Is it like that on the other side? It is! Yep, I'm not gonna... Where'd the enemy go? I had to do that. I'm not gonna act like I live on this more high ground. Yeah, no. Because at any point in time, like, let's be honest, right? I'm gonna ask everyone here a question. Say your favorite game from your favorite, let's say a remake or a brand new title of a game from your favorite franchise is about to come out, right? And it's everything you hoped and dreamed for, right? And they put out the price point, and they said $80 for standard edition, $95 for deluxe. Now, that's a lot of money, right? That's a lot of money. But are you shilling? Yes or no? Even if you have the money, are you shilling? Nope. I will wait for. Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you right now. I would chill instantly. I'm buying that. I am, but I admit it's because I can afford it. Yeah. Listen, right? I spent £95 pounds on the deluxe edition of Tekken 8. That's over $100 for you guys. That's such a tight, like, that's so hard. Like, I'm instantly gonna buy that. If they tell me Jack 1 remaster or remake out tomorrow, 70 pounds. Of course I'm buying it. I have no moral high ground on this. Yes, it is expensive. Yes, I can afford it. And I'm still gonna... Now, if I play it and don't feel it was worth the price, I will tell people that. Yeah, I would do so as well. I would do so as well. I want to see if I can make that platform without having to toss it off in this left. Why didn't I do this earlier? Didn't pay full price for KH3, DMC5, Sonic Mania, Silk Song. See, here's the thing. I paid full price for all 4 of those games. All those games you mentioned, I paid full price for those. Because one is Sonic, the other one was Kingdom Hearts, and I had gotten the 2 collections before 3 came out. I got the deluxe edition for Kingdom Hearts. I got Sonic Mania as well. I don't think I got the deluxe edition. Because I don't think... No, I think I did. I think I did get the deluxe edition. Oh, I see. In fact, between selling the Steam cards, I think I made more money. I think I made money on Oh, really? In my case, I always do this. I don't buy deluxe editions for everything, right? I'm very, very select about what I buy deluxe editions for. It really has to be my favorite game if you're gonna get me to buy a deluxe edition of anything. But in the case of Sonic, I have bought the deluxe edition of Crossworlds. So everyone going on about $70 price tag, I bought it for $80. Probably the most worth it $80 I've spent in a while. £80 I've spent in a while. Yeah, they were like €7. Really? That's interesting. You got away with that. Like, what else did I think the most expensive thing I've bought is Tekken 8. The deluxe edition of Tekken 8. I wasn't going to go for the £100 thing. I just went for the £95 game. That came with the season pass. Because that's all I wanted. I wanted the season pass. Finally, I actually feel better for napping. Welcome back, Flash, I got a question for you, right? I got a question. So, and I've already asked KH and Stone. So, a game is coming out, right? And it's, let's say your favorite franchise is getting either a remake of your favorite game or a new release in a game, right? And it's everything, it's all the gameplay stuff, it's your hopes and dreams all in that one game, right? And they bring up the price tag, $80. Are you spending that money? And that's for standard edition, by the way. Last time I pre-ordered the game was Marvel 3, the original one. But oh no, I had trouble with online and on this DLC, lad. Borderlands 4 was probably the most I paid for a new game at launch at $120 for the super. Oh, you made sure you was future-proofing that game. I might wait for a discount on Xbox. I see. I said never again. So, because when I answered my own question, Flash, I said I'm instantly buying it because yes, I will be able to afford it. I was like, I'm shilling instantly. And the reason why is because it's my favorite franchise, and again, I'm not gonna grandstand and be like, yeah, no, I wouldn't do that, because I definitely would. I mean, I can afford it, but probably shouldn't cave in. Also, it would be Sonic. I see. Yep. And not Mega Man, which would be way more exciting. I mean, I did say a game from your favorite franchise, like your most favorite franchise. So it could be Mega Man, it could be Sonic, as long as it's your favorite franchise. Like, are you shilling? I did that wrong. Start again. And I asked because I said I spent, what was it, £95 on Tekken 8. That's why when I see people have these conversations about game pricing and all that, I always wonder, you know, are you real about this or are you just grandstanding? Because some of these people who talk about this they are grandstanding. Now I know about Sonic games do get crazy price drops for physical editions after a while. So actually waiting. Wait, I think that's a typo you messed up there. I mean, for Sonic titles, even I said it. Even I said it when Crossroads was coming out. People have to act like they're better than that until their preferred franchise doesn't move. Yeah, option. Yeah, it's an actual. Yeah. I've been making many typos. I just saw that one. I was like, oh, what did he say? And then yeah, it's option. I wasn't paying attention to that. But yeah, no. I don't like the grandstanding. I've never liked it because you really are trying to put yourself on this high pedestal that no one cares that you're on. I got Xbox Game Pass Essential just to play Crossworlds Online. Really? At least, well, I mean, you're good with that then. But yeah, the reason why I asked that, Stone, is because, and as we were just talking about a second ago, because people like to morally grandstand that, hey, I would never pay this amount of money for no game, or these prices are getting out of control. You know, you should vote with your wallet and all that. And the next thing you know, people are just buying up these games. Like, I don't like the grandstanding. Yeah. I put my money where my mouth. Yeah. Put your money where your mouth is. If you're not that bothered, then show it, don't say it. Most people will buy what they enjoy. You know, there's a reason why you can never get a boycott off, right? You're never gonna boycott Pokemon because most people are not on the internet and they love Pokemon and they're gonna pay whatever. If they can afford it, if they can reasonably afford it, they're gonna pay for it. It's always been like that. Like in my case, I will never tell you, what's it? To not buy, to not pre-order, to not buy this, to not do that. So, like, I will tell you, it's up to you. That's your choice, that's your money, spend it how you wish. There is no grandstanding involved, because I know I'm pre-ordering. I know I'm pre-ordering, right? I said 40 for Primary Mastered was too much and I stuck by it. I really want to play Primary Mastered. Yeah, but here's the thing, right? You can do like emulation stuff and get around that. Not the Switch version, but like the GameCube version. And besides that, it's never gonna stop being 40. That's the thing. Unless you get like a used copy off of like Amazon or something. And even then, that might be like 30 at the least. In my case, I pre-ordered that game, so yeah. I pre-order a lot of games. For goodness sakes, I have a pre-order right now. Tales of Zillia. Is this the stay level? Oh yeah, this is the one! I completely forgot about this. I forgot that he does do that. Yeah, singing gibberish. I heard unless you get like a used puppy, no, a used copy, used copy, used puppy. What does that mean? But yeah, spend your money the way you feel you want to spend it. there is no, I am not gonna grandstand because I do pre-order. Also, a lot of these people who like, you know, stand their ground, they also get sponsors. They also get sponsors as well, and you know, get games for free. So we are not there yet. This is much better, but yes, it is. I do not like Hey Digimon. I will be getting Kirby Air Riders for $70 flat. Yeah! See, we all have it. Well, not all of us, but like to a degree. It's one. There's always that one game. And again, it's not to be shamed about. So that hey, I paid full price for this game. I pre-ordered it and all of that. You know, deluxe edition and all that. Do as you please with your money. Nobody cares. Oh no, he fell, slipped and fell and died. Kirby games don't miss, and Sakurai don't miss, and the game looks fire. I will have no regrets. Listen, I do. When I pre-order games, it's usually games that I know I'm not gonna regret. So, and I never regretted Crossworlds. Yep. Like I paid $80 for Crossworlds, and that was a big argument. Yeah, it's $80, it's $80, it's $80. I still paid that $80. Best believe. I bought that deluxe. I pre-ordered that deluxe edition, and I feel no shame. And I do find it weird that people shame other people because they choose to spend their money on things. I resisted the temptation when Dread came out, which was a good thing because my sister got it for me on my birthday. Okay, we did get the demo though. Speaking of Kirby, I got Forgotten Lands for 30 recently, and I'm finally gonna play that. Yeah, unlike a lot of it. Oh, look at that! See, it's working out. It's working out for you pretty well, Stone. Getting these games at decent prices. Oh lord, oh lord, oh lord. Oh no, he missed. Oh no, he's gone off the side again. I don't know how you got it for 30, but I'm happy for. Yeah, I don't know either, because Nintendo game. No, see, Stone is the guy who knows where to find the deals. Physical store say, that's how you did it. You do have like a used games shop, but. Or do you go to like? Because that sounds to me that you got a used copy. Because that's always the best option. Oh my dude. I used to be that guy, right? Where I would buy a bunch of used games, because we've never really had the money to buy anything, a lot of games new, so we would get them used, and that's most of my collection, if I'm being honest. Well, getting a used copy is actually risky now because Nintendo will always let their parent. Oh Lord have mercy. It's funny because Nintendo is currently losing their law. Nintendo is showing how ruthless they are, right? And how evil they are. And at the same time, people do not care. Nintendo fans will always defend their company until they die, even though the company don't care about them. The store does do used copies, but I'm not sure if it was one. Either way, I got the receipt for it. Always have the receipt for it. Listen, I learned this from my mom would always tell me, always have your receipts. Matter of fact, I have so many receipts for my used games. They're still in the cases. So I have a number of used games that are just in their cases. As long as other companies are worse, Nintendo fans will think they have the... Yeah, no, if anything, they are worse. So. Listen, we can talk about like the prices of their consoles. We can talk about the lack of exclusives, although people misconstrue console exclusive with overall exclusive, which, listen, a console exclusive means it's on that console. It doesn't matter if it's on PC, because PC is not a console. But like, you know, they'll chat about that. They'll chat about how much money their team makes. It's like you're a pack of shills. You're a bunch of shills. You shill for a company that doesn't care about you, will overcharge you for ports, and will absolutely destroy any sort of fan appreciation you show them because it's copywritten. Like, you will stand there, buy their stuff, show appreciation, they will smack you across the face, and you will say thank you. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Gage. But I feel like Nintendo fans will never do that. So it's always appreciation. And being a bit more lighter with it, where they will slam Sony and Xbox for what they're doing. And laugh at them. Hey, getting smacked in the face might be someone's kink, you don't know. Stop a widescreen mod on Mario Galaxy and ask for 40? Exactly. That is... Control changes and widescreen mod. There you go. There you go. 40 for both games. Right, give me a minute. I'm going to check on my dogs. I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. Now, again, as I said before, if there's nothing wrong. We can still criticize our favorite thing and still enjoy our favorite thing, right? You can admit, hey, you know, 40, what was it? 40 or 50 for ports of 2 games, not even proper remasters, but ports, is pricey, and still buy the thing. Like the two aren't mutually exclusive, or you can just don't say nothing, and don't big yourself up. Don't big yourself up bigger than everyone else. Because one, nobody likes that, and two, it's mad annoying. Also, it makes you look like an idiot. Yep. Yeah, having a convo about it is different than yeah. And here's the thing, I've seen people be preachy about it. And again, these dummies that trying to call for a boycott it's like you're not getting that. That is never going to happen. There has never been a successful boycott in a day in your life or in mine. The only successful boycott that's ever happened was like the crash back in the 70s. They boycott Pokemon Go. Yeah, it's always weird. Oh look at that! Oops, I need to jump down that way. On video games? Never mind. And for I was wondering why you said and for Tesla. I was like, wait, well, what does Tesla have to do with video games? Oh, I know what you want me to do. Clever little game. And then whoop. Ouch. Okay. The guy who made fan art of Hornet and Spider-Man released the same fan art, but it's Wonder Woman and Shakira. What? I don't even know what this fan art even is. Wait, there's nothing else here? I just noticed the weird reflection thing. Tall bug lady that sells you. Tall bug lady that sells you maps. Oh, Horn! Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. So, oh yes, I completely forgot about that. That Hornet. I'm sorry. The reflection stuff's really cool. Can I take an enemy with me when I do that? Come with me. I told Bug Lady is going to be the new gen sexual. Taking damage. There we go. You was not getting out of that, Klonoa. So the most important thing was that you got it and died. Wait, I was here already! I remember being here already. Silksong is just Hornet's journey to collect girlfriends. Oh, right. What dude? What does this reflection do? Oh. What the? Oh, I know what to do. I know what I'm gonna do. Come here. Yep. Now let's find a different route. Because now I'm literally going in circles. Is there anywhere else I can go? No. I can't go that way. I go up here and I already know where this leads. No, thanks. I wonder. This level's so confusing. Somebody texted me, is Kuwagamon just the biggest hater in Digimon? Dude just shows up to fight pro tags and there's no. I mean, that's hater energy. That is hater energy. I'm missing something. I know I am. But what am I missing? Do these reflections feel like they matter? How many doors are there? There's only 2. There's 3. Right, that's what I'm missing. That door right in the middle of that enemy's guarding. I was wondering why that was there. How big is this door? Okay, so I have to take an enemy, only this one. This is the only one that will fit. Flip upside down. There we go. Figured it out. This might be the last level that we do for today. Because while I went to take care of the dogs are still freaking. Well, one of them is still freaking out. Oh, darn. Right, how are you supposed to do this? It's a bomb. Oh, I got an idea. Right, let's try that idea again. No, okay, not that way then. I don't get it. I get it now, I get it. Then you drop this next to this one. Wow, I don't... I have a question. Are you guys feeling dizzy after all the flipping back and forth? Right, that didn't work. Was I missed? Oh my days, that's gonna make me feel sick later. Oh, I've been playing Pokemon. Good. Don't look at the screen right now. Oh lord. Look at why doing laundry. Good. Don't look at the screen right now. So many flips were happening there. I'm a little dizzy at the moment. Huh? Oh. Oh lord. I have to go back round. No! I'm just gonna drop. Please tell me the door's open. 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 Yes, it is. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, let's see where this goes. Hopefully I can use this. Right, waste of time. Anyway. Woo! Oh, come on. Get me back over there. Almost there. Darn it. There we go. Please don't fall. I beg. We're almost there. Almost there. I think. After the big platforming section, we have to be near the end at some point. We're still going? What else is there? Oh, you know, just is... I don't know. Actually, what's that? That is progression. Because I've collected all I've needed to collect now, so I just gotta finish the level. What? Oh, I forgot about this. Alright, let's do this. Because at least the doors are labeled. Right, give it a sec. This. Pick you up. Oh Lord. Right. I did it wrong. There's an extra puzzle layer in there that was clever. That was clever, game. I'll give you credit there. I didn't expect you to do that. It was, even though it's a tiny thing. There we go. What's the issue? Ooh, what's this? Oh, there's a deep dive for mouse PI. I forgot about the Xbox thing that's happening. Let's see. Oh my days. There's going to be Balatro DLC for Vampire Survivors. That's a crazy thing. If this was Digimon, this would be enough to make Popco Warp Evolve Cross Edition. Oh, it's both. Oh yeah. Wow, those are some major weapons. Wow, that's a lot of stuff to announce. I do not care about most of it. Looking to see if there's any more. Wait, is the event? The event is over. So all the trailers that's in there is everything they showed. I thought they would have shown more for something that's an hour long. So gambling in yes. Yeah, we are going to leave it there for today. Oh, I forgot they showed us. Let me just find. I forgot. There's no. It's autosave. Okay, and then we're just gonna leave it on that screen then. Okay. Alright, Dad, put the news on, and that means I need louder, consistent audio to shout out later. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna end today. That's it. When we come back, we'll finish this game off. Because at this point, we probably must be halfway through or towards the end. For right now, do I have anybody that I want to raid? No. No, I do not. So. Let me just check the following. Yeah, no, I don't have anybody to raid. That's kind of like the usual case nowadays, which is fine. I'm not mad about that. But yeah, when we come back, we'll be playing more of this. Don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and or evening, or I will catch you all next time. In a bit, everyone.